All right.
This is gonna be fun.
This is going to be fun. Now we are live.
We are live. Look at this.
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Hi. How are you? We're good over here. Yep.
Yep.
See, we actually did it right. Look, see, Sal, we're responsible fucking people.
Exactly. See, yeah, you knew we could do it, right? I hope you better have known.
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, Sal, we're having some beer here.
Yes. I'm drinking the Guncraft one again. Which one is this one? Amber Ale, 556 calories.
I'm drinking his Sicilian beer.
Is it any good?
Mm-hmm.
Well, cheers.
Cheers, brother. Hey, Sal, you got mail, man.
We need to get another sign that says Gun Barrel Coffee and bullshit, maybe some beer.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
We should maybe like coffee, beer, and whiskey.
You know what? That has a good ring to it.
Coffee, beer,
and whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh, and bullshit.
And bullshit.
At the bottom. Like a stack of bullshit.
A stack of bullshit.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, Sal, how is if you're able to report in or something like that, because you said you wanted to.
We tried calling you. I mean,
no answer. But right now, Sal and Brian are in Pella, Iowa.
Pella, Iowa?
Yeah. Pella, Iowa.
Pella, Iowa. I've never heard of it.
It's a Tulip Fest. I guess it's like some.
I think they go like every year, don't they?
I think so.
And it's like a good one for them.
So much coffee and supplies. Man, let me like run and get shit done. Finally got all caught up today. I've been sleeping and dozing off in the chair.
Damn. Yeah, I wish I could do shows like that, but I can't make that much stuff to bring around. At least the coffee goes. You don't have to bring it back.
Well, that's true. I can understand that. Plus, you'd have to have a big ass truck, man, and carry all that shit.
I need a trailer and shit.
Oh, you should show everybody that table.
I don't know how to do that. How do I do that?
Hold up on your phone.
I should have brought. I got to hold.
And then we can scan. Yeah, we can hold up in front of the camera.
We're gonna be really ghetto here.
It's total.
My wife's gonna be like, "What are you doing?" Because it's gonna be the picture of her.
I know. She's in the show.
She's in the show. Oh, can anyone see that? Yeah, look at this. Look at me.
Look at that, everybody.
That's our new grenade table that we're doing. It's 41 1/4 inches high and 42 inches round at the top.
Really?
Yeah.
And then how much roughly do you think something like that is gonna take you to build, like in time?
In time, it takes 22 hours to cut out, and then to assemble. And I have to pocket screw that whole thing together.
Woo.
So I think when I counted, it was 48 pocket screws.
Oh man. That means you gotta drill all those damn pockets.
Drill all the pocket screws, screw it all together, glue the whole thing. It took me like a week to do that. It's painted green now, but it took me like a week to do it all.
Fun to do it, right?
It was fun. It definitely was, but I was kind of being leisurely with it. Be like, I got other shit to do today, off to the wayside, and then. But overall, it was about a week.
Can you imagine if that table became a household item?
When everybody
had a grenade table.
That would be nuts. Guys want it. I'm like, I don't know how to ship that. And shipping would be almost probably, if not as much as it costed
probably
to build the damn thing.
Now, how much would something like that cost?
That's going to be about $850.
That's a beautiful price.
Yeah, and of course the top can be customized with anything you want on there, any color, whatever logos you want on there, if you wanted a plain or whatever. But I don't know if I can ship it. That's a thing.
I'm surprised if you showed Sal that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he hasn't, getting one for in here.
He was interested.
Sit inside her so he can eat.
So he could eat. He was interested. I know Gypsy Gear was interested, and Patriot Popcorn. Those guys were all interested.
Really?
So.
Yeah, the Patriot Popcorn, they moved down to Tennessee.
Yeah.
I don't see we have anybody that's like commenting yet in our
No. Is anybody even watching? It's probably my wife. My wife is watching.
I don't know.
Did we not do it right? I thought we did.
I thought we did. It says we're live.
Oh yeah, we're live.
Yeah, we're live.
We got one person.
We got a thing scrolling. We do.
I don't know.
How do you see that?
I have no idea. I don't. If I knew how to do any of this stuff, I wouldn't.
Oh, that's that. We don't want to do that. But I know we're live, but we're just two Joes, man, sitting inside here, just doing this. Oh, there it is. There we are.
Oh, there's comments. No one's commenting.
Nobody's commenting.
Somebody asked us a random question.
Yeah, somebody's. Anybody there? Hello. Bueller. So we had Abby from
Abby,
the barista. Yep.
the barista.
Yeah.
She's
that was a
pretty
good
cool.
show.
She's
Yeah, that
awesome.
was-
I like her. She's pretty cool.
yeah, she is. Great show and all that. But this is my first time on here with you, and first day meeting you.
Yeah.
Here we are. Look at this. We're on this
Look at this.
broadcast.
We can do anything we put our minds to.
So, if you don't mind, tell me, how'd you get into your business and like what you do?
So I fell into it like total accidentally. I kept having this recurring dream. I was already out of the core and stuff, so I had this like recurring dream that I bought a wood lathe, and I every night I had a dream. And I'd wake up my wife and be like, "Hey, I gotta go buy a wood lathe." She'd shut up, go back to fucking bed. And like 3 nights in a row, I kept doing this, and she finally was like, "Go buy whatever you want to, go do it." So I took the day off of work, and I went and I bought a lathe, and I bought tools and chucks and everything, and I spent the rest of the day launching pieces of wood through my freaking garage all over the place because I had no idea what I was doing and watching YouTube videos. So I was making this stuff. It was kind of like helping with like PTSD wise.
Mhm.
Like it was giving me something to do. Like otherwise
Right.
I'd get home from work and just be like, well, crack a beer, and next thing you know it's 10 o'clock. I'm shit faced hammered.
Yep.
And so it was giving me something to do. And then people wanted to buy this stuff, and I was like, I made this in my garage, like half crocked. Like seriously? And they're like, yeah, definitely, that's awesome. And I was like, all right, cool. So I started selling a little bit here and there. And every time I go to Rockler, that they have a store, I kept seeing
Learned about that.
Yeah, he learned about that. I kept seeing these CNC machines, and I was like, that would be so cool because I would love to do unit emblems. And like the last time I ever saw my unit emblem was when I fucking left the unit.
Really?
Unless it was tattooed on me. I mean, that's the only time I ever saw my unit emblem.
Wow, dude, man. And then now the ones that are out there, the other emblem ones out there, those are yours, right?
Those are mine, yeah. And,
wow.
And like I did that, but so I kept seeing it. Like I was like, this is awesome. So we bought one, and I made my unit emblems and tried to sell them to like the guys in the unit and stuff. And fuckers actually bought them, and I was like, get out of here, like seriously. And next thing I know, it's like we made money, and then I was like, shit, like okay, let's keep doing this. And then the Marine Corps shut us down because the images are copyrighted.
Oh, no way.
So it was like, you have to like get a license. I have to be an LLC. I had to do it all. So I started a business on like complete accident. Like I didn't mean to.
Oh man.
And next thing you know, guys were wanting other unit plaques. Guys that are in 20 years. Like I was with 5 different units. I want all my unit plaques. And I was like, so I started making a business, and then people would like, can you do this? Can you do that? I have a golf outing. My kids graduating. And my kids becoming an Eagle Scout or going through Cub Scouts, and people just kept asking me for stuff. And I was like, shit, I'll make anything. I'll try anything twice.
And now it's like, quitting. Are you still working another job?
I do this full time. I do not have my other job. So,
and people call some of us vets dumb.
Right.
Look at that.
You fall into something accidentally.
And
So-
now you're your own boss.
Well, sort of. I mean,
We won't tell the wife. It's okay. You can see it
Yeah.
here.
yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm my own goddamn boss. She's actually at home working. So,
For you.
for me, yeah, for me. But yeah, so I just do that, and I'm like, shit. I nixed out X amount of dollars for gas every week. Nixed out before childcare or daycare,
Yep.
before and after school shit. Nixed out all that, and I'm like, I'm doing better now than I was when I had a job that was paying me more money.
Isn't that sad and insane?
Yeah, I
In
was.
both ways.
I'm like, holy shit! I got a 2018 Dodge Ram. I just hit 43,000 miles on a 4-year truck. It's like you could put that on in a year,
Yep.
and I'm like,
Yep.
I if anyone's thinking about doing it, I split my fucking pants.
I didn't notice. He just like, look, I split my pants.
I split my pants. I got a hole in my crotch.
Well, here's the holding crotches, right?
Yeah, hole in crotches, yeah.
Right, no, easy.
So I recommend to anybody, if they're thinking about doing it, do it and see what happens. As long as you got something out there that nobody is doing, you're not flooding the market with more, all those people that made masks and everything. It's like,
Yeah.
holy shit.
right.
Like, get that niche item, like the grenade and like the mortar, and I build off that stuff. And it's like, next thing you know, I got a legit freaking business. And now guys want me to make them tabletops for their existing tables and shit like that.
Oh, I see. That's awesome.
It just falls in line with everything. So
that's Oh, here we finally got somebody on here. Jay.
Or he's laughing at me because I split my pants. I probably did it getting out of the truck.
Well, thanks for the comment there, Jay.
Yeah, I know.
You're the first one. So bing, bing, you win a. That's awesome. Thank you.
You win a golf clap.
Yeah, there we go. What was that one other clap that we used to do? Remember back in the early 2000s? Was it the golf clap? Shit, I can't remember.
Golf clap.
And who's this? Warsaw Patriot.
Warsaw Patriot.
What's up? How you doing, Warsaw Patriot? Where you from?
I always forget. He always comments every time I'm on him. I always forget.
Really?
Yeah, always forget.
Now,
You should just have him on his show as like an honored guest because he watches every show.
Does he?
I'm pretty sure he does. Every time I'm on, he watches, unless he just likes me. But I'm married, to a woman. Just I don't know how things go nowadays.
Who was it that? Have you met that Mike guy?
Spiva.
Yeah.
Balls TV.
Yeah, Balls TV guy. Yeah.
Charlie Mike's now. He changed it to Charlie's Mike.
I've never met him yet.
He's a cool dude.
Oh, I love the grenade tables.
Yes, the grenade tables are cool. You gotta come pick up a big one.
He's got a big one now.
Nobody wants to work these days.
Nope. Yeah, we talk about that. I mean, we're working, but you're right. Nobody wants to work, especially these young kids today.
No, they don't want to work, and not for
Jesus Christ,
for dollars. I mean, shit. One of my first job was digging holes for a plumbing company. The guy was too cheap to get backhoes, so
Really?
he'd hired like high school kids, and he'd give us $200 to dig the hole, $200 to fill it. And he was doing like in front of the houses, like going down like the main. And we would dig these 6 by freaking 4 foot holes by hand.
Now that's real American work right there.
For $200 a hole. You'd be like, you guys got to dig 6 holes today.
Damn. Now I did. I worked on a farm, a tobacco farm.
Oh shit!
Down in Mississippi.
And I'll say you're definitely not from here. Then.
No, this was when I was like 14. I ain't gonna tell you all when this was, but it was a long time ago, back in the 70s. How about that? And I remember picking strawberries, the little bushel of strawberries. I got $0.25 for every bushel I picked. Now the farmer made more money on that bushel,
yeah.
But $0.25 for every bushel.
Jesus,
that was big money though back then.
That is big money.
Yep.
4 bushels for $1.
Pick tobacco, pick cotton.
How do you pick tobacco?
It's because it's
a fucking leaf, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a plant. And you just basically there's like what we used was like this. It was like a sickle almost, but it was like a curved blade, like a U.
Yeah.
And it's basically you just take it and just right through it, and you grab the top, cut through it, so it cleans the stalk on the bottom off. And
so it'll grow back.
Yep. And that's what we did. So.
And tobacco plant's technically a weed, right?
Yeah, it is, and very like super like. Well, this is what they told us back then. So I don't know if it was true or not, but it's don't chew that stuff because that's lethal right now because it's fresh, And then he's like, but you want some tobacco, over there, we'll give you some tobacco or tobacco.
Yeah.
And I started out in plugs when I was 14 years old.
Levi Garrett plugs.
You know it. This generation
like,
sucks. More college students rather get more loans and get in debt and be in a full time in school and get a job.
No, they're not getting in debt. Biden's gonna let them all go scot free on their debt.
Well,
that's all of them.
I saw on TikTok that hey, they're gonna get this debt, but it's our responsibility. Yours, mine.
It's my fault. You chose a shitty major.
Yeah, it's all of us. We're all responsible for these student loan debts.
What's your degree in underwater basket weaving? What do you do now? Flip burgers at McDonald's. That underwater basket degree is fucking amazing.
or if they're not, flipping burgers at McDonald's, they're at home lounging in their chair playing, Apex or Call
driving
of Duty.
for Uber, or fucking door dashing or whatever.
Yeah, really hard work.
Yeah, it's super hard. Here for a pickup, and then they DoorDash their own food because they're too lazy to go pick it up.
He said we might as well be a commune.
No, because a commune, you gotta have people that work at a commune.
Yeah. There's no such thing as free college. Well, hey, Warsaw Patriot, that's right, but
that's wrong, sort of.
But there is free college.
There is free college. You there's a contract you can sign.
Yeah.
And it's
Usually about 4 years
It's
long.
about a 4-year obligation. Sometimes it could be a 6-year. It depends on how you go. But college is free at that point. You don't have to pay for it.
Nope.
They actually kind of pay you to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
There's a BAH bill, and
a monthly stipend.
The monthly stipend they pay you to go to school. All you gotta do is maintain a B or C average.
C average.
You don't even have to be that stellar.
Nope. Actually, when I was in college, I had the lowest C. The teachers were like, "Why don't you try harder? You're smarter than that." I'm like, "Cause I don't have to.
I don't have to.
What? I'm working smarter, not harder, man."
The diploma doesn't say C average.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
That fucker's got an AR diploma. It's gonna look the same.
All those kids stressing out about a test, and I'm like, I might not even show up for the test. I got a C average.
C average. I'm good.
Yep.
Yeah, that was my mentality.
Everybody has to pay for everything. Yes,
they do. Well, they should.
Yeah.
Well, I guess on that contract, you do kind of pay for it. You kind of earn it a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, you get to grow up in this contract, and you get to mature in ways that everybody.
There's always that option to grow up and mature.
That's true. There's
an option because there's some guys that have signed that contract that are complete fucking morons.
And I don't know about you, but I thought it was like the best. Like hey, welcome to drinking.
Oh my god.
I mean, shit. That contract.
You guys probably got to drink at 18.
Oh shoot! I tell you what. I was in my barracks, man. 18 years old, drinking like a sieve.
Yeah, we had to be 21, even on base. You probably were
back then. Yeah, even though it was at Fort Bragg, man. Back then, though, it was like, yeah, you're supposed to be 21, but they didn't care. Everybody still sold it to you. The Class 6 did and everything.
Yeah,
we had Marines that would come from Lejeune and just come up there. Oh yeah, just to buy at the Class 6, and drink it down at like Myrtle Beach or something. Or the.
No, they were sticklers, man. Gross.
So being a Marine, what are you? Were you East Coast, West Coast?
I was definitely West Coast.
Because you're on this side of the Mississippi.
On this side of the Mississippi. And in order to go to Parris Island, if you're on the West Coast, is you have to have a relative that went to Parris Island, and then you can opt to go to Parris Island.
I heard about that. The relative stigma,
There's a
her husband.
Yeah, it's not well known or anything, but there is an option to do that. But now, fuck that noise.
You're one of the only Marines and one of the few Marines that I know that has actually their own normal voice. I have a buddy of mine that spent so many years retired as a master of guns. I get this. He's at a party. It's his retirement party. And I called him up and I said, dude, put me on speakerphone. And he's like, okay, yeah, I'll put you on speakerphone. I'm like, dude, talk to me like you normally talk to me. I am talking to you like I normally talk to you. I'm like, dude, look, man, I know it's your retirement party. You got all these people. These people are laughing. His wife is hysterically laughing. I'm like, dude, we all know what you sound like. Talk to me normal. Or I'm going to tell everybody about what happened to you one time in the Porta-John. And he's like, I'll kick your ass. I'm like, no, seriously, man, I will tell everybody. And he's like, I'll just hang up the phone like that. And I was like, I'll just keep on calling back. And your wife's going to put you on speakerphone, And finally he goes,
stupid Marine voice.
He was like, okay, how's that? He's got this weird little, it sounds like a fucking, like a 16-year little boy that's never grown up. And I'm like, dude, you suck. Oh, I've got better things to do than answer surveys on stupid bullshit. Yes. Oh, wait. Oh, what's this?
Whoa, hang on. I even hate college these days. One of the ways that they ask me to survey is LGBH, LCD TV, CRT, and BLM.
Oh, yeah.
Well, BLM, I mean, yeah, Blue Lives Matter. I do support the police, definitely.
Yeah, and then that,
he's gonna be like, that's not what I meant.
He's probably thinking that. Those surveys, I totally get it. It's the liberal. I won't go there in politics and that end, but well, fuck it.
They're fucking idiots anyway.
Yeah, it's all that stuff. Nowadays, and we just gotta fight it. We gotta stand up as patriots and fight that bullshit, and that's what we gotta do.
I think they used to call that kids with like ADHD or something back in the day. That's what they used to call those fucking nut jobs.
Well, it's like you can't even like pick on anybody anymore. You're a bully if you pick on somebody. Well, guess what? When I was growing up, that was like how you got tougher.
Shit, my son gets off the bus and he's like, "This kid was being mean to me," and I'm like, okay. I'm like, tell him to leave you the fuck alone.
Right.
And next day he's like, I don't even sit. Oh, I can't even sit in the back of the bus. He's sitting in the front of the bus. I'm like, why? I'm like, did you get in trouble? He's like, no, the kid keeps. I'm like, break his fucking nose. I'm like, literally. And I took him in the house and I'm like, punch his pillow until you're tired. I'm like, next time he makes fun of you, I want to see you come home with jelly in your fucking hands. Break the kid's nose. And he'll leave you the fuck alone. My wife's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, that's if someone was break his fucking nose, he'll leave you alone.
Oh, yeah.
But
that's how my dad raised me. He's like, you better, if somebody's picking on you and you come home and you're crying about it, I'm going to pick on you with a fucking twitch on your ass.
Yeah, right? I'll put you in a dress and you can sit in the corner and fucking cry all you fucking want.
Yep.
No, kid's picking on you, break his goddamn nose.
Exactly.
I'm like, he's like, I don't want to get in trouble at school. I'm like, I don't care if you get in trouble at school.
Because you're not going to get in trouble at home.
I'll be like, what'd you do?
You're going to get a high five. You'd be like, how old's your son?
9.
You'd be like, 9 years old. I'm going to take your ass to the bar, man. I'm going to get you a drink.
I was like,
get those kahunas, man.
I'm like, as long as you're not picking on somebody and doing it to them, but if you're just, you tell a kid to leave you alone, he won't stop, cock back, hit him right in the freaking nose. Like, he'll leave you to hell alone. I guarantee it.
Hit it upwards.
I'm like, just cock him in the face.
See, school systems are so corrupt and rancid that they care about money and then teaching our kids in education. Warsaw Patriot, that's so true, but there is good people out there. There is good teachers out there, but you're right. They're few and far in between to find. However you say that. They
don't care anymore. I know our teachers, I got held back from like recess and everything because I was, now it's like they don't even give a shit. They just do whatever.
Warsaw Patriots having a bad day.
I know. Like, do you need a drink?
Yeah. Do you need a drink, Warsaw Patriots?
Or have you had too much to drink?
Or have you? Yeah. Good question.
Yeah.
Because if not, you can join us right now. Get a drink, and we'll have a drink for you, man. Totally get it. He's venting, and it's okay to vent.
I think this one's my favorite one from them.
And what kind is it?
It's an amber ale.
Oh.
That one's actually pretty good. I like it.
M4 Amber Ale.
Yeah.
It's get me a Polish vodka and some ice, and I'll be good. There you go. Oh yeah, Sobieski. Have you ever had bison vodka? I think it's called Strobitka. I think that's how you say it. It's got a grass reed on the inside. Yeah, so the moral of the story of this grass reed is it's soaked in male bison piss. A Warsaw Patriot, you can tell me if I'm right because it's a Polish beer. I'm vodka.
Polish vodka.
Yeah, and
bison piss.
Yeah, and
it's super gross.
Yeah, it makes the vodka taste very sweet, but it's fucking good.
No shit.
Oh, the
only thing I know about Polish alcohol is the spiritus.
Oh, is that like
it's like the Russian moonshine of vodka.
I think so. Yeah,
it's like super strong.
It's like 180 proof or something like that.
They would go to a Polish party and they're like, they pour everybody shots of it. And they're drinking spiritus all night. I'm like, this is fucking rough. I thought it was vodka. I was like, I knocked it. Whoa, no, it hurt. You could start your lawnmower with it.
I tell you what, this morning I didn't want to get up. I spent a little bit too late, too many hours last night at the VFW. And
the one right here?
Yeah, Batavia.
Yeah.
With a couple of Marines that were there. And it's like, man, I got up this morning. I was like, fuck, I didn't want to go. I wanted to call in, but until Sal, I can't make it. But he's not here. I just wanted to tell him, look, man, you can drive from Iowa to here. It's okay.
It's like, yeah.
Let me sleep for a couple hours.
Let's see, like 3-4 hours away. I've heard about it.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. It's not bad vodka. So let's see.
I'm not big into vodka.
Really?
No.
Oh man, vodka and Red Bull mix.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, it's that. You mix fucking Jaeger with Red Bull.
Yeah.
I mean, you mix anything with Red Bull and you can drink it down, but like straight vodka, like
yeah. The only one is that bison piss vodka, man. I drink that straight. That's
really.
It's was sweet.
Yeah, I usually just drink whiskey. I used to drink a lot of rum. I stopped doing that. I always felt like I was gonna be a drunken pirate later.
Yeah, not me with rum, man. I made a mistake one time. You know that parrot's what is it? Parrot
Bay.
Yeah, Parrot Bay.
The sweet shit, the sweet rum, the clear one.
I shot like the whole bottle once, man, and holy smokes!
Yes, I have a pink fucking phone.
He does. You gotta show them that again. Pink. Look at that.
It doesn't even look that bright on there.
Is that really yours?
Yeah, it is mine. So I can find it. Okay, so the story with the pink phone is we'd go to bars, and when like cell phones first came out, it was like one color. You got a black fucking phone,
and everybody was like, everybody had it.
So you threw the phone down, and I'd go home with like my buddy's phone, or the phone would ring, and mine's fucking pink. So I got a pink fucking case, or I get a pink phone or something. Mine's fucking pink.
Well, I know we just met today, but I gotta say, you Marines, you guys, I'm assuming pink crayon was your favorite.
See, all right, now, so the crayon thing happened way after me.
That's okay.
I never got the crayon jokes.
Really?
Yeah, like they came in after me. Like that wasn't like a thing that we would get made fun of. We got everything else, like the typical jarhead, leatherneck idiots, or all the other things. But crayon eater, and that wasn't a thing.
I think it was more meant like I can't remember who it was, but back in like when was it come out? Like 2010 is when the all crayons thing came out, right?
Probably, yeah.
And I think it was some general that was with the Marine Corps that was whining about something and made news, and the whole joke came around that. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, I got out in 06, so like the crayon thing didn't make sense to us. I know a lot of USMC members.
Now, the Ukrainian Americans and some American Polish serving over the years in the Marines. How old is this guy? I don't know.
He might be a little drunk.
Maybe.
Yeah, the Marine Corps gets a lot of foreigners, I guess, that come and join. Like we had a guy in our unit that was from like fucking Nigeria.
Really?
Yeah, and it's it goes for every branch, but for some reason a lot go to the freaking Marine Corps. And I don't understand why, that I've noticed, as opposed to like the Army or anything. But they get their citizenship after 4 years.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
which is a great thing to do. I mean, that's right there is like, dude.
We get a lot of Hispanics, Mexicans, and stuff. South America, we get a lot.
Yeah.
Basically, just so they can become legal citizens. But yeah, we get a lot. I don't understand why. Like good recruiting, I don't know, or like people are just that dumb. I didn't want to join the Marine Corps first.
Probably good recruiting. What made you join the Marine Corps over like, the Navy, the Air Force, or the Army?
So I wanted to join the Army. Okay. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to join the Army. I grew up watching fucking Rambo movies.
Okay.
And, Tigerland, Platoon, and watching all of those movies. And I was like, fuck yeah, the Army sounds fucking awesome. My recruiter was such a dick. And the Marine Corps recruiter, like my 18th birthday, dude calls me up and he goes, I see you're looking in the Army. And I'm like, how the fuck do you know that shit? I'm like, this is kind of scary. I know everything. And he's like, fuck that shit. I'm going to come pick you up. Where do you live? And I gave my address. He came, picked me up, took me back to the recruiting station, showed me a whole bunch of cool pictures and all this cool stuff. And he actually came to my high school graduation. The guy was super cool. And so I was like, all right, yeah, shit. You seem cool as shit. I'll join the Army, or join the Marine Corps over the Army. And after I got out, calls me up. He takes me out, got me drunk. Like the guy was like stellar, top notch. And then he tells me that he was fucking admin. Really? Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, stellar guy. I'm glad he picked you up and got you. But I mean, shit. I mean, if it's that easy to pick you up, I mean, that's gotta be hard for
like the Army guy. Like, I'd have to call him, and I'd be like, are what is the function? Are we doing anything? Are we doing? And he's like, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. And he'd like never call me, and then he was just like a complete like dick. Like,
I'll tell you this: in my years in the Army, it was the Marine Corps always had the better recruiters.
They're like hell of a used car salesman. I swear to God, they sell you anything.
Oh, dude, they can sell you. What is that? How's that go? They can sell you swamp water in fucking Arizona.
Yeah.
Or beachfront property in Arizona.
Yeah.
Or swamp water down in Florida.
Yeah. It's shit. I mean, the guy was working for it. I'm like, in Chicago land area here, I mean, I could see it maybe being a little bit harder to get guys to join the Marine Corps as opposed to going to like Army or National Guard or joining the Navy.
Yep.
I could see maybe, and he just worked harder at it, I guess. I don't know. Like he needed his numbers, and he's like, I got this guy in the hook. He's gonna do whatever he can to reel the fish in, you know.
Right. I'm sorry. I'm texting Sal. I'm listening to you.
No.
Someone see if he's going to.
So I almost want to say like the Army recruiter was like, I don't need this guy to fill my quota.
You know, and people, there's some people out there that don't believe that, you know, Marines, Army, Navy, Air Force, that they have a quota. Yeah, they do.
No, they have quotas. They got to fill X amount of spots per month.
Yep. And it's a dog eat dog world for those guys, you know. Because you ready for this? I was a recruiter for a little bit, and let me tell you, you know,
it's a shitty job.
It is. It's a horrible job. But you know what? Some of the best recruiters are the ones that can work with other recruiters. And one of the best relationships I had when I was a recruiter was working with the Marines. You know, because you know, number one, I worked a lot with them when I was in Iraq, but it seemed like me and the Marine Corps recruiters that I worked with, it was at that time when Marines couldn't have, you know, tattoos, you know, and so I made a business deal with them. Like, hey, look, you know, I got these high school kids, and you got all these high school quotas at that point, and I was like, I'll move them towards you. And you give me the ones with tattoos, and let's just, you know, 1-for-1 swap. And it worked out great. I mean, it worked out perfect.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
No, I mean, so after I got out of the Marine Corps, I did a typical thing and tried to get back in. And it was tattoo policy, nothing below your Charlie sleeve shirt line. I was like,
isn't that crazy?
I'm like, I got out 3 months ago. Like, I just ended terminal leave. Like get me back in.
Yep.
And they're like, we can't do. There's nothing we can do for you to get you back in the Marine Corps.
Isn't that sad? You know, and you know what? And the craziest thing is, like, you know, because I heard now the Marine Corps has a pretty badass. The sergeant major of the Marine is it
sergeant major of the Marine Corps and a commandant?
Yeah. And the commandant, both of them are like spot on badass. You know, as far as like they got tats.
Yeah.
They care about, you know, the Marines. You know,
the military tattoos in the military, like. Holy shit! Be respectful about your fucking tattoos. Yep. I get it. Keep them below your dress.
Yep.
Your dress uniforms. But holy shit, there's nothing more intimidating or badass when you see a bunch of guys running around all tatted the fuck up.
Yep.
You go on shit on a float. Navy guys with all their Navy tattoos on them. You're like, holy shit, dude's got sparrows. The guy's got this. They dip below the equator and shit like that. You know what the tattoos mean.
Yep.
It's like, oh, we're not gonna do any tattoos that show. And then they did it. To like, you can't have more than 10% of your body tattooed.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And it's like, what? It's like, what the fuck is that?
It's like, how you measure that? Let me see. How many tattoos you got?
Yeah.
You just measure up all your ink and okay.
There was a way for them to say no. I mean, like, every guy in the Marine Corps, for the most part, has got USMC tattooed. They have EJ or USMC tattooed somewhere on them. And you're going to tell all these guys they can't have that? Guys that just got back from overseas?
Right.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Like, that's insane. Like, no.
What is this? Sorry.
U.S. Navy and the USMC have exact similar mindset.
Oh.
I don't know about the Navy having the same mindset. I mean, the corpsmen, maybe. I mean.
Oh, well.
Oh. Is this Sal joining?
I wonder.
Or someone's going to tell us to quit swearing. Oh, that's a stock market.
It's a stock market. How do we get rid of that?
We are not technologically savvy.
No, we're not, but we're trying to get rid of this thing. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Let's go with that.
Where's that?
Oh, shit. Wait, I'm coming back. There we go. There we are. We're still
we opened up other screens.
Yeah.
We found Sal's porn stash. No, I'm kidding.
Sal,
I'm kidding.
Is that what all that stuff is? Damn, no wonder that shit's sticky back there. So,
even some Navy SEALs have tattoos. SEALs, they're
a different breed.
They're a different breed, man. The SEALs I know and stuff, they're tatted up.
They're tatted up. They're
tatted
wimps,
up.
You know,
they don't respond to they don't respond to the same rules as the rest of the military. They're on their own fucking program.
I don't think everybody, so you all know, I don't think Sal's going to join us. I think he doesn't love you guys anymore. And that's why we're here today, to do with this show and all that. And
I thought he said he was going to try to do the join in thing.
I did too. I thought he was, but we could put Sal on the spot and try to call him. Watch, he won't answer again. But we can put him on speakerphone, see if he wants to say hi. We're going to try that.
Let's see what Sal says.
And let's see if he answers.
If not, call Brian.
Yeah, I could do that. He's going to answer the phone. Like,
he's not going to answer the phone. He's probably watching now. Is he watching? He might be watching.
Hey, Sal, you're live on our podcast, and you are on speakerphone. So we wanted to give you a call and see if you can give us a nice report of what's going on there, where you're at, and where are you?
Well, we're here in Pella, Iowa. And I'll tell you one thing, it is crazy over here. We're really busy. Sorry we couldn't get on the live area, but Brian's a slave driver, so it's making me work.
We should have told him his car went through.
And got just a ton of people in front of us.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you guys are you enjoying the weather and the tulips there and the
weather's
daisies?
like 72 and nice, sunny. We're doing iced coffee.
Oh,
iced coffee! Wow,
iced coffee.
Would you like ice or just hot?
Oh, look, this is Sal at work.
This is Sal at work.
Everyone's like, I can't hear shit.
I know. So, hey, Sal, it sounds like you're busy, but we just wanted to give you a chance
we're busy. So, carry on with the show. Make it better than we can do it. There's that one. We'll talk to you guys later. Good seeing you guys.
All right. Tell goodbye to your podcast land.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Later, man.
Later.
Fucking Sal.
Well, everybody, we just got to hear Sal's voice.
Yeah. So we didn't just hijack the shop and do our own show.
Sal, shut up.
Just sit back down there.
We're not letting him out. We're not going to let him out.
Yeah. As far as Navy, I think it depends on what you do in the Navy.
Yeah. You can only be a seaman once in your life, but I don't know why people want to be twice, but
I don't know. But corpsmen, I think, are completely different than the rest of the Navy.
Yep.
I think they hang out with the grunts in the Marine Corps all day. I mean, they do everything we do, and I know all of ours went and took Marine Corps regs. So they wear our uniforms with their Navy rank. They had to get our haircuts. They had to do all our PFTs and everything. So.
See, now that is, I think, one of the greatest relationships between the Navy and the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
And I heard, was it like earlier? Was it late last year? They were talking about trying to merge the Marine Corps in with like the Army and the Navy and all that, trying to separate it, get rid of the Marine Corps. I thought that was the stupidest thing in the world.
They've gotten rid of the Marine Corps so many damn times.
Yeah.
And all they do is like, oh shit, we got to bring something back.
Yep.
And they end up just bringing back the Marine Corps anyway.
Well, we had these two Marine Corps recruiters in here early in the week last week, and they were talking about the Marine Corps is going back to like the Pacific amphibious units and all that.
Yeah,
getting rid of they got rid of their.
They got rid of all their fucking tank units. Like
yeah.
I was attached to 1st Tank Battalion when I went over to Iraq the first time. Like that was awesome. We had tanks with us. And so,
yeah. Now they got rid of those and stuff, and it's like,
well, what happens when you do land? If we ever do another amphibious assault and land on a beach,
right? And
you have no tanks.
Yeah, well, it's like I got to say this. It's like what beach are we going to? Like assault onto. I mean, seriously,
I don't ever see that happening again.
Yeah, what happens if you're fighting a country that's in a landlocked country? You're screwed.
Yeah,
like you're not getting in that fight.
No, there's no amphibious units anymore as far as like that aspect. We're never going to do that again. I mean,
I got a funny joke for you though. A funny story actually.
All right, let's hear this.
So I was in Lejeune, and I was there for like 6 months, and we're doing some cool training with all these Marines and all that at the time. Force Recon was there, and so one day we're out jumping on CH-53, right? And we're jumping these the Dash Bravo parachutes, kind of you can steer.
Yeah.
And you steer into the wind, it gives you a nice smooth, soft landing. It's kind of like a skydive chute, right? Man, I land on the ground and I'm packing up my chute and I see this Marine coming in with the wind. So he's facing where the wind's going.
Yeah.
Flying, smacks into the ground, rolls over, does a couple of head, flips and stuff like that, stands up and got grass out of his mouth. He's like, yeah, that was a fucking landing. I'm like, dude, you're supposed to go against the wind and get a nice soft landing.
Nice and soft, put your feet down. That double.
He was like,
25
why would I want to do that? This is more fun. I'm like, whatever, dude.
I'm trying to get on light duty, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Probably what he meant. That's probably what he wanted. But you know what? It was so crazy, though. I remember at Lejeune, though, it was like, and I've heard the story about Paris Island. The sand fleas, they're even out there fucking doing push-ups and shit.
I'm glad I didn't have to experience the sand fleas.
Man.
Everyone always bitches about it, and they're like, oh, the sand fleas are terrible, terrible, terrible. The only thing I can ever say about San Diego in boot camp is the PFT track and the obstacle course and all the squad bays face San Diego Airport. So all day while you're doing shit, you're just watching people carry on with their fucking lives, planes taking off, planes landing. And if you look the other way, you can see the rest of like San Diego, like people just driving around, going about their daily fucking life and their business. And you're like, I'm stuck here for 10 more fucking weeks.
Yep.
Like it's a mind fuck. I mean,
well, I think is probably one of the best.
Yeah. At Paris Island, you can't see anything.
Yeah, I heard it's like boom.
Yeah, you're there. You can't see the town. You can't see people. Like there's nothing there to see except this. And to turn around and be like, "Oh, they're fucking leaving. They're coming in. They're fucking going to work." I'm filling my cargo pockets up with sand because some fucking idiot forgot his goddamn toothbrush in his Foot Locker instead of putting it in his hygiene kit.
If your favorite movie's got to be Full Metal Jacket, at least that first half.
The first half, yeah. I mean, I could go word for word with it. It's stupid, but it's really not though. Like as far as like Marine Corps movies go, I really like the what was it? The Chance movie.
Oh, Taking Chance. Oh, Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, I like that one,
dude. I watch that whenever I see it, and we won't tell everybody. But yeah, man, that one breaks you out.
That's a good movie. I mean, I experienced everything like on one end of it, and never got to see like what happened with my buddies afterwards.
Yeah,
and when they died and they came back home, you have no idea what any of that's like. Is you're there. It's not like you go back with them. It's not like, oh, guy died. Everybody pack up your shit. Let's go home. It's like, no, they're just gone. And then you don't actually see what's going on.
I think it was the best thing about that movie. And I wish it would have got a bigger exposure than what it did. I don't think it ever had a big exposure.
I don't think it was in theaters.
I don't think so. And, but Hollywood loves making these movies and about like, from training to combat, and all that, which is great. That's great. But I definitely agree with you, man. I think
that aftermath part,
that part, that was, that should be mandatory. Like I think in all like high school education, just to see and understand what it is that we have done and sacrificed and to see that, what that process is like, and then how good and thankful most people out there are.
Oh yeah, war movie is a war movie. It's run, gun, it's shoot, it's explosion. It's like boom, that's fucking badass. Yeah, wait for the aftermath. Yeah. What happens when those guys that died go home? It's to me, it's a story that's really never been told, like in a good way. So,
well, especially when they, when they were filming that section at, oh gosh, I can't think of the name of it now. The Air Force Base, where everybody comes in at.
Not March. No, it's
Dover.
Oh, Dover. Oh, we came in at Bangor.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And
well, that's not an Air Force base, but it's just a civilian airport.
But it's amazing. It's like seeing that stuff, man, is like. It's insane.
Yeah.
I
mean, the even just like the parts like and so like I belong with Folds of Honor. I'm big with them, and the story of Dan Rooney seeing them take a casket off the plane.
Yeah.
It's like not very many people ever have seen that actually happen.
Nope.
And it's like those are things that I think should be more shown, and people should know more about the aspect. A war movie is a fucking war movie. I mean, it's run, gun, shoot. It's all fake. The true thing is what happens on the aftermath, on the return.
Yep.
That's more of it.
It is. And I tip my hat to you for talking about that, and because that's definitely. I love talking to people about movies, but that's always one that is when you bring that up and talk about that one. It's like,
yeah,
wow.
it's. I mean, that to me, that's like the truest thing that I have never seen in my life. That it's got to be. I mean, Jarhead. Like seriously, it's a bunch of 18-year-old kids running around the desert in Iraq, and it's a dumb. It's not. To me, it was more or less how the Marine Corps units interact with each other.
Yeah,
like the brotherhood, the bond, the camaraderie. Yeah. But the rest of it, like, okay, it's a fucking joke.
Yeah, that was. I agree with you. It was the best thing. It showed a lot about camaraderie.
Yeah,
the brotherhood of the Marine, of being a Marine, and and the craziness that we do sometimes in the midst of. I mean, I remember doing stupid shit like that, and it's like, when you're in that moment where like shit, you don't know if you're gonna wake up or go to sleep forever.
Yeah,
you do crazy shit with your fellow brothers, man.
This is your last hurrah. You could wake up, you could be dead in the next 20 minutes. At least you had some fun while you were there.
Exactly,
you enjoyed something of it.
Oh, hey, Mike actually here. Oh, he called us losers. Oh, hey, losers. He's in Mexico.
Seal Chris Kyle. Yeah, we're not going to talk about Chris Kyle.
No. Did you? Yeah, we won't talk about him right now. But yeah, Mike, you calling us losers, huh?
Yeah.
I don't even know you yet, and you're calling me a loser. I've never met you.
Thanks, Mike. I mean, that means it's meaningful.
Is it?
No.
But he's in Mexico.
He's in Mexico?
Yeah, that's what it says right now, in Mexico.
The fuck? They don't need any ammo down there.
Is he drinking too much tequila? Because he didn't even spell it Mexico right.
I think he tried to pronounce it how they say it.
Yeah. I think so, but wow.
But thanks, then another movie is the army one with the they kept getting replaced. There was a general that had like a claw for a hand.
Oh,
it was about him trying to like do what he did in Iraq, but do it in Afghanistan.
Oh, shoot, I can't think of what it is.
I don't know, but the whole movie, the end of it, is the only thing that to me the movie makes it fantastic, because he goes to the guys and he goes, "How are you doing?" And the one black kid is like, "This is like fuck," like he's just like bluntly honest, and I'm like, "Fuck yeah," because there's always that one guy who like commanding general will come in, and be like, "Oh, how you guys doing?" "This bullshit, sir," and you're like, "Well, that dude's gonna be digging holes for the next fucking 4 hours."
Right.
But it was that one moment that the guy, he was honest.
What movie is that?
Fuck, Brad Pitt isn't. He's the general.
Brad Pitt. Is it shit? I don't know.
It's like the last half hour of the movie.
The tank movie one, is it?
No. That's Fury. That's Fury.
Fury. That was awesome.
That was awesome. I don't really know how true accurate that would be, but
I like to know.
The movie was pretty badass.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to figure out what that is. I'll look them up and see what it is, and I'll watch it. But
yeah, it's literally like the last half hour of the movie. He goes and meets up with this Marine infantry unit, and this black kid like goes fucking haywire.
Really? I'm gonna look it up and see why we're doing that. Was about Saving Private Ryan, or like Letters from Iwo Jima, and what was the other one? They did two of them, the American side and Japanese side.
The other one about Ira Hayes and the flag raisers.
Yeah. Those were good.
I like that one because, you know, they portrayed the flag raisers as just some marvelous feat and everything like that. And the one guy lied about it the whole time, and they proved that he wasn't a flag raiser.
Yep.
And, you know, all the shit that happened with Ira Hayes, how they wouldn't let Indians drink in the bar or Native Americans drink in the bar and stuff like that. And, you know, how when he went back to his reservation, nobody really gave a shit what he did.
Right.
And to me, I was like, holy shit, Johnny Cash was fucking right when he sang about that song in the freaking 60s.
Yeah.
I was like, no shit. Nobody cared about what he did.
He was a Marine, right? No.
Ira Hayes? Or Johnny Cash?
Johnny Cash.
No, he was in the Air Force.
Air Force.
Air Force. Right. He got stationed in Korea.
And Elvis was in the Army.
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood, though, he was a Marine, wasn't he?
I don't think Clint Eastwood served at all.
I thought he did. I thought he was.
He like it just came out a few months ago. Maybe not a few months ago. I'm probably a few years ago or whatever.
Like Inglorious Bastards and all that?
No, it wasn't that. It's an army movie about him as a general. It's a badass movie.
Maybe it was like a cameo or something. Was it like
no? He was like the star actor. He was the general in the movie.
How about this? Brad Pitt
army movie. Yeah. Does somebody else know what I'm talking about? Is anyone even listening to us?
They're probably going, "Geez, what are they talking about?"
Yeah.
Oh shit, Mike! I'm sorry.
We totally ignored Mike.
It's been 3 years since he took a vacation. What about the bomb one? Laugh my fucking ass.
What are Brad Pitt army movies?
What about the bomb one? What bomb one?
War Machine.
War Machine. Okay. Now I know.
Yeah.
I just took a bunch of wooden crates to a TV set in Iowa. I like the premise of that show if it gets picked up. Oh, is that the one? So you hear about that?
No.
So, Mike, I'm going to tell you what Sal told me that. So Mike's doing this. Took a whole bunch of his military surplus stuff to Iowa for Gary Sinise's is doing like a film or a show.
Gary Sinise or his foundation is doing it, the Lieutenant Dan
I don't know. All I know is Gary Sinise is involved.
Oh,
and ready for this? And this sounds so amazing. So apparently it's going to be based on, and Mike, correct me if I'm wrong, it's where I guess it starts off where there's this father in World War II, and he comes home and he's dealing with PTSD, and his son's growing up. His son joins the military and goes to Korea, comes back home, and his family deals with his PTSD. To that son joining and going to Vietnam.
Oh shit! So like the lineage of my father served, my father before him served, or my grandfather before him served,
right? But I guess it's going to impact a lot about the PTSD that those brave guys that have fought in those battles and are now home dealing with PTSD on a different level, because everybody knows World War II guys never really talked about their PTSD. No,
well, World War I guys, I mean, what they call it, like being shell shocked or whatever, because they got fucking lit up all the time. World War II, fog of war or something they called it.
Yep, fog of war. Yep.
Vietnam. I think they just said that they were fucked up.
Yeah.
Korea, but they probably said it was still like fog of war because it's right around the same time. But Desert Storm. They didn't really start getting into PTSD until the last 22 or 20 years of two wars that they were like, something's actually going on that's fucked up with these guys.
Well, and
everybody else ignored it.
And a lot of things that seems like people are forgetting about is like Audie Murphy,
Oh shit, dude, Audie Murphy, talk about a stud.
Yeah, I mean, he was a big influence on that, because I mean, the dude slept with a pistol under his pillow, man, every night, and he had where's his hair coming from, and he had PTSD really bad, to the point where I'm part of this Audie Murphy fan club, and I've been a member of this fan club for going on like 30 years now.
No shit.
And I was taken over by his son, and then some friends that have taken it over, and they just send out emails monthly just to let you know what's going on, because it was sad to say, but even the military is doing away with their memory of Audie Murphy, which is sad.
They do it with everybody.
Yeah, and but you know, Audie Murphy was.
I think he's the most decorated soldier
by far, yeah,
like that ever lived. Like the dude was
Yeah.
a freaking stud.
Yep, super stud.
Yeah, you're our Chesty Puller is your Artie Murphy.
Yeah.
I mean that's the level of Marines and soldiers in the Army and stuff. That's the level that Artie Murphy and Chesty Puller they're like the studs of their time.
That's one of my questions I ask. You know, I've met people that are like, oh, I was a Marine. Okay, really? That's pretty cool. Did you ever get the Chesty Puller Award? Yeah, I did. You know, it's like, you dumb fuck. Who's Chesty Puller? Oh man, he was like some private dude, right? Oh my god. Yeah, that's you know those kind of questions like that when you meet people like that. Let's see. I think at the end of the day, it's Hollywood, and they are
Army EOD
there to make it money.
with what was that Rambo guy who would leave the wire by himself.
Oh, look at this. He's like, from my understanding, it's going to kick you in the fucking face. Yes. You guys didn't see the Army EOD movie with the Rambo guy who would leave the wire by himself. You talking about what is that? Is that the one with the dude that played in oh god, what's the name?
Leave the wire by himself?
Yeah, so it's what's that the I gotta know the name of the movie. Shit.
An EOD movie.
Yeah.
I think the only EOD movie is the Hurt Locker, but
Yeah, Hurt Locker. You talk about the Hurt Locker, Mike?
it can't be the Hurt Locker.
Well, there's that one scene inside where he left. Remember, towards the end, like the 3/4 through the end of the movie, he left the wire to go searching for somebody or something.
I don't think the Hurt Wire was like badass.
Hurt Locker was all right. You know, it wasn't the best. Yeah. See, he's talking about that one. Yes.
Oh, Hurt Locker.
Yeah, I've seen it. He's seen it.
Yeah,
Have you seen it?
I think you've seen it. He's probably seen every one.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
After the kid get mutilated, that sells him DVDs.
Yeah. Remember that part?
Yeah.
At the bazaar, he sold the DVDs and stuff. Yeah. Jeez. You know, it's funny.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, yeah. As opposed for the whole movie goes, that part of the movie, I get. Yeah, okay. That was a badass part of the movie, I guess, or that was it was part of the movie that made it more interesting rather than the rest of it.
You know, and to kind of so Warsaw Patriot doesn't get pissed off, you know, but you know, American Sniper, good movie. You know,
Movie was good if you ignore the fact that the sniper in the movie, the Navy SEAL sniper in the movie, if you ignore the fact that his name is Chris Kyle, it's a good movie.
Right. Yep. And so, you know, Warsaw Patriot, there you go. That's our little, you know,
Chris
TiVo
Kyle
on that.
Chris Kyle, there's stipulations about what was
Yep.
100% truthful and what was not in what he was saying.
Yep. His book was completely different. That's probably the best thing to leave it at. But we got like 2 minutes left.
Oh shit.
So we should give like some shout outs to some people. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. So obviously, Gun Barrel Coffee, I brought out, I don't know which one is which, but we got Hua and Devil Dog for Army and Marines. I did that. We got Core Spices. That shit is awesome. Try it. Charlie Mike's Beef Jerky. That's great stuff.
It is actually really good.
Yeah.
I actually had some of that.
Then
Gindo's.
I can't even pronounce
It's a Gindo's Gun Barrel Coffee combination. There's actually Space Force coffee beans ground inside. It's not hot. Let me tell you what, it's got all outstanding flavor. Even though it says hot sauce, it's not really hot, but it's got great flavor, and that's the most important thing.
if it tastes good, as long as it doesn't taste like Tabasco sauce.
And of course, we
Vinegary
have
taste and
we have
everything.
Sal's beer.
We got Sal's beer and we got Guncraft beer, proudly made in the USA, so it's American beer right there. Who else? We got Patriot Popcorn. Patriot Popcorn. They moved to Tennessee, but order from them. Those guys are studs.
You know, Alpha Outpost. We got their stuff here
Alpha
too.
Outpost.
So, And
I don't
you know, oh, by the way, we are selling our coffee, by the way, at Woodman's and
Yeah, I saw that. It's
East-
awesome in Carpentersville.
yeah, Carpentersville and North Aurora.
No shit.
I was on the phone with there was a gentleman that talked about it with on Facebook. That said, "Hey man, can you guys come to Rockford?" And so I called them up, and they're like, "Yeah, we've got a lot of requests for you guys' coffee. So when can you guys come here and bring us some samples so we can get selling some here?" And so yeah, I'm going to Rockford next
No
week.
shit.
You know,
So there's a Woodman's in by me in
is that the one in Bloomingdale?
yeah.
So I called them. Yep, we're gonna be, Brian's gonna be going over there to talk to them.
No shit.
Yep, we're gonna get into the Woodman's Market, which is very competitive. In the coffee side of the house, it's really competitive.
There's a lot of coffee there.
Yeah.
But the best thing about Woodman's is it's employee owned.
Yep.
Not that we're trying to sell and plug Woodman's here though, but the reasons why I like to shop there, it's employee owned, and they care more about what they're having there
Yep.
and their employees than they do what like Jewel does and the
Or
big
Walmart,
supermarkets,
yeah.
Targets and shit.
Yeah.
They really don't care what's there.
Right.
And Woodman's I think does.
And that's the thing. And like for us, for Gun Barrel Coffee, it's the more we get into those markets or those people,
Yeah.
the more busy we can get. We get a bigger spot, hopefully someday.
Oh,
And then you can start bringing your stuff in and start selling here. And boom, next thing you know, we got a big
Right.
shop. Let's have a big warehouse,
big warehouse selling everything. But yeah, no, that's good. I'm glad you guys are getting into those major stores like that. I mean,
we
it's
should
huge.
do convince Sal and Brian, and you guys, to let's get a big warehouse, man. We'll make coffee there, have a little restaurant there. Could you imagine the smell of wood
And coffee.
and coffee? Oh my God.
I've talked about it. I've talked about it, but shit with the market nowadays, man, even buying a plot of land and putting up a building is astronomical. It's going to cost so much.
Well, after the show, I definitely got to point something out to you. And then, hopefully I'll point out to Sal and Brian to look into as well, but some storefront location spots. But everybody, Bobby, thanks for coming in.
No, this was awesome. Definitely talking.
Appreciate it.
Good.
And everybody, thank you for watching us today. And Mike, have fun down there in Mexico and keep it up. Wait, I got to get to the wedding. Are you getting married? Congratulations if you are. Mike's getting married. I don't know if he is or not.
Don't do it.
But
They have a long lease on their current building.
So that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, lawyers can break.
He says, fuck no. All right. Thanks for the last bit of humor there, Mike. Guys, thanks. But as something I like to try to do, I just want to say, thanks for being serving this great country. Thanks for being a brother. And everybody out there, thanks for serving if you have served. And if not, get those little young motherfuckers to join.
Yeah. If it wasn't for the generation before us, we wouldn't have done it.
Exactly.
And we're the generation ready for the next group to take over.
Yep. You got to love your freedom, right? So God bless America.
God bless.
You guys take care.
I actually enjoyed that beer.